Goo Goo Gaga. Yes, that's the best thing I had for this intro. Hey, what's up, you guys? Film Fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review The Boss Baby. So, The Boss Baby stars Alec Baldwin, and what this film is basically about. It's about, this kid named Timmy. And Timmy, he likes his life. He likes his life with, just him, his mom, and his dad. He likes his life like that until a baby shows up. And basically, he doesn't like this because it intervenes with him and his family. And we find out that this baby can talk, and he's on a mission to save his baby corporation. So, what did I think of The Boss Baby? Now, going into this movie, I had no expectations. I really wasn't looking forward to it. It looked really stupid from the trailers. It seemed like just another generic, kids movie. It really did seem like that. And DreamWorks is a studio that I've enjoyed, but I am willing to admit that there's some movies in their catalogs that are not that great. Shrek the Third, Home. There really is some movies that are not that great, but, they do have great movies. Like, for example, the first two Shrek films, the first two How to Train Your Dragon movies, even all three Madagascar movies are enjoyable. So, they do have some good movies in their catalog. And this is not one of them. This is a pretty awful movie, to be honest with you. This is a really, really terrible animated film. I did not enjoy The Boss Baby. So let's get into, because let's just be, I do have one positive with this movie, however. There is a positive I do have with this film. And that is, there were some times in this movie that it was funny. I'm not gonna lie, there were some times that I did think it was funny. And I will admit there was just some scenes that I was like, okay, that's funny. And there were some times where I just thought it was just so funny because of how ridiculous it was getting at some point. So, yeah, there were some times where the movie was indeed funny. And I did think some of the jokes were pretty solid. So, yeah, that's really the only positive I can really give this movie, because everything else about this movie is actually really bad. So let's get into it. First being, the voice acting is really not that great. Alec Baldwin, I think, gives one of his worst performances yet, to be honest, because I really don't know what Alec Baldwin was doing. His character was so annoying, and he really just annoyed me throughout this entire movie as this Boss Baby. He was honestly terrible. I really couldn't stand him. He was so bad in this movie. I really couldn't stand him in the film. He did a really bad job in this movie. And, this is Alec Baldwin. He's a really good actor. And he just drops the ball completely in this. And he's just really terrible. The kid that plays Timmy is really bad as well. He doesn't do a good job either in this movie. He was really terrible. Steve Buscemi is in this. Yeah, your boy Steve Buscemi. He just does a whatever job, really. He wasn't that good in the movie either. I didn't enjoy him, really. Jimmy Kimmel just seemed like, Jimmy Kimmel's in this movie. He plays Timmy's father. And it just seemed like he was kind of just phoning it in. It was just like, yeah, I'm here. That's what, I'm here for the paycheck, ladies and gentlemen. That's really all he was there for. He really phones in his performance, and it's that noticeable. He's just like, yeah, I'm here to get a quick paycheck. That's all it really is, and that's a shame because Jimmy Kimmel's a funny dude. He really is. He's great, but in this movie, he's not really. So, yeah, the voice acting is really not that great. The animation just looks awful. I know some of the positives was the animations, but was the animation with this movie. And no, not with me. The animation, I thought, looked absolutely terrible in this movie. It really did. I won't go as far as to say it looks like something that should have been straight to DVD, because it really doesn't, but I will say it's really not that great either. It really isn't that really. It's probably the worst animation I've seen in a DreamWorks movie to date, to be honest, because yeah, the animation is just flat out terrible in this movie. I really don't like the chemistry between this Boss Baby and Timmy. I really don't buy their chemistry with each other. It really just seemed like they really didn't have any chemistry with each other whatsoever. It just really seemed like that. The movie is so predictable. It's predictable as heck. Like, you really predict everything that's going to happen in this movie, and you're just like, really? And listen, I hate it when movies are like that, where I can literally predict almost everything that's gonna happen in this movie. Like, seriously, I literally predicted about 90% of the movie. Seriously, like, it's so predictable and it's so cliche. It's cliche. It's as cliche as you're gonna get with a kid's movie. It seriously is. It's so cliche. It's cliched up the butt. It really is. And I was just like, come on. This is so lazy. It's such a lazy movie. It really is. The writing is terrible with this movie. I don't know what dialogue they were giving all of these actors in this movie. Like, the dialogue is so bad. The directing is not that great either. It really isn't. And the movie is so boring. Holy moly. This movie is only an hour and 37 minutes. And it felt like I was watching a 2-hour movie. Like, seriously, this movie drags on and drags on forever and ever and ever. It drags on so much. Oh my. This movie drags on so much. It really does. It doesn't end really. Like, it just keeps on dragging on and on and on. Like, it seriously doesn't end. Like, I'm just like, I am so bored out of my mind. Like, I really was. I'm so bored out of my mind. Like, I really was. It's so boring, this movie. Like, it baffles me how boring this movie was. Seriously. It really was. Oh my goodness. But yeah, The Boss Baby, terrible animated movie. Like, seriously, why is this movie making so much money? Like, really? Why? What? Come, out of all the kids' movies, like, this is the one that's making tons of money right now. Just go back and watch the Lego Batman movie. That was a great animated film from this year. Seriously, just go back and watch that again. Because that was actually a great animated movie from 2017. Not this. Heck, this movie's making more money than Power Rangers. You kidding me? Like, seriously. I don't... What in the name? Just... What is going on with the modern movie audience? I've already ranted about this enough. But seriously, why? Out of all movies... Out of all animated movies, this is making more money than Kubo and the Two Strings. Like, what? Come on now. Seriously. So, The Boss Baby, like I said, terrible animated movie, terrible animation, lazy voice acting, predictable as all heck plot. It's an awful movie. So it's time for my official grade on The Boss Baby, and my official grade on The Boss Baby is a D-. I would give this an F, but like I said, there were some moments that I did laugh in this movie that I thought were actually pretty funny, so I have to be fair and give it a D-, but it's still a terrible movie nonetheless. So, what did you think of The Boss Baby? Leave it in the comment section below. I'm FilmFan0599, and we'll see you about later. Peace.